KSI has completely lost his mind. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another reaction video, and this reaction is by the channel called More Pegasus, and I'm guessing this video is in relation to the recent controversy of the LunLe product that is being produced by Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, and the boy KSI. And I guess this video is probably going to talk about more of the recent breakdowns KSI has been having, or meltdowns he's been having rather, on Twitter and all that. But let's get into the video and let's see what More Pegasus is talking about.
Back off, Dan.
I'm pretty sure he backed off there. He just made his one tweet and that was
Made his one tweet and I'm going to be on his ass forever now.
he said his piece and you've had a little cry.
No.
KSI is back in the news and he still can't stop crying. Basically, since my last video on the situation, a bunch of things have gone down. First off, KSI went on the Sidemen podcast and started crying about DanTDM to his friends, and obviously they did not agree with him at all. Now keep in mind, it's been like a month since DanTDM made one singular tweet calling out their new product LunLe for just being ultra processed garbage food.
Any of y'all tried LunLe since it came out? I know I'm not, but I'm not 12. But have you guys tried it? If you have, how does it taste?
That is being sold to kids. And despite this fact being true, KSI is still having a meltdown on every single social media with multiple tweets and multiple videos. Now since—
Hold on. Multiple tweets and multiple videos. Let's check something out real quick. Brother, you got multiple KSI videos and you're talking about multiple tweets and multiple videos. Don't think you slick. You know this is algorithm friendly. So let's not act like you're not doing the same thing over here. I'm trying to do the same thing, shoot.
Then KSI, Logan, and Mr. Beast actually did a podcast together, and it finally released today on Impulsive, so we'll be checking that out as well. The Three Stooges on one podcast. How big of a scam can they do? Now, KSI also released his new music video called Thick of It, and it is getting absolutely decimated. We literally have deaf people regaining their hearing to call this trash. So as usual, let's go over everything, starting with the Sidemen podcast.
Do we want to talk about Dan D? Dan D. What's his name? Are you guys fans of Dan D? Oh my god.
TDM.
Dan TDM.
Okay, that is some prawn acting right there. I totally forgot his name, guys. You know, I might have been tweeting about him for a month now and made a video on it, but I seem to have completely forgotten his name. I guess I didn't take my daily dose of almonds today. God damn it, I'm just having Alzheimer's here. Now, completely forget the fact that there's actually several clips of KSI saying DanTDM's name perfectly fine in several videos in the past, and even complimenting him. And suddenly now, guys, despite that absolutely ginormous, massive head of his, he simply forgot.
Okay, I don't really care about this. Let's get into the meat and the potatoes of this video. I don't care if he's trying to mispronounce DanTDM's name. You know he's obviously trying to take a jab at him. Come on.
Now, unfortunately for KSI, he was expecting his 7 best friends there to absolutely just glaze him to eternity. But actually, even they don't agree, and they actually respect DanTDM, and they call him out as well.
We're not trying to ridicule DanTDM. Doesn't respect on his name.
This is your beef. This is on my bad. Sell out like stadiums in America, across America.
I did see that, and that was quite cool.
Hasn't he got more subs than you?
Yeah, he does. He does, but it's not all about subs. It's about who's still relevant to this day.
He's pretty relevant.
Yeah, that is just absolutely embarrassing. Getting absolutely cooked by your own best friend. He's probably going to start beef with them now as well. Start tweeting about Josh Zorka for a month. And I love how hard he was trying to get people on his side, because, you know, he wants to take some of that negative attention off of him and, you know, maybe spread it out. If like 7 other people say they hate DanTDM, then obviously it's going to spread out the drama. And he won't be getting ratioed on every single social media. So it's just they're like, we hate him, right guys? Right guys? Let's start beef with him. And pretty much all of them are like, no, we actually like him and respect him. He's actually an icon. Oh, but he's actually irrelevant and old, guys. Wait, but doesn't he have more subs than you and is selling out stadiums across?
Oh, see, he got you beat there. How can you say somebody is irrelevant and old and he's just a year older than you and he's doing way better than you when it comes to the public sphere and the social media sphere. You know, one thing I've noticed about KSI is that he is very sensitive. If you criticize anything he does and you are of notoriety, like if you have like a presence in general, he really takes that really personal and he does not let up. I remember this particular situation with him in, I think it was Rice Gum, and I think it was with his first fight with Logan Paul. I believe him and Rice Gum were cool, but Rice Gum pretty much bet that Logan Paul was going to win that first fight. And since then, they've had a problem ever since. Well, KSI took that really personally, and he's found every opportunity to take a jab at Rice Gum. So KSI takes things really, really personal. So this behavior does not really surprise me at the least bit.
Across America and gets the same views as you. And then he said the most delusional thing ever. He said that he's the new generation and DanTDM is washed up now. Brother, you started in 2009. You're over 30 years old. If he's old, you're a fucking dinosaur. And can I just say, this guy keeps calling Dan old when they're literally 1 year apart in age. You just can't be talking shit if you're actually the same age, dude. And you're not the new generation. You're not young. You're not hip and cool. You're like a 30-year-old trying to act like a 16-year-old. You're like that uncle trying to hang out with all the kiddies, but they're just weirded out by you. Honestly, I think even I'm old and I'm a whole decade younger than you. Anyways, after this, he starts calling out Dan again. This dude is literally like Don Quixote fighting windmills.
Back off, Dan.
I'm pretty sure he backed off there. He just made his one tweet and that was
Made this one tweet and I'm going to be on his ass forever now.
See, like I said, KSI is not going to let up. He is going to continue being on DanTDM's head. And the funny thing is, like, KSI is swinging at the air because DanTDM has not responded or replied or tweeted anything out since he made that initial tweet. So this is like you're fighting ghosts. You're chasing ghosts at this point. KSI just need to just relax and just keep on going with this product. If it's successful, it doesn't really have anything to do with DanTDM, but the effort of you and your team. So I don't really know why he's still holding this grudge off of that tweet. I mean, I guess I understand because it's like a thing you're promoting as a project, as a business you have, and, you know, you think somebody's coming at you sideways. I understand because, you know, you can lose some money out of it, but this is kind of overdoing it.
Yeah, bro, you mess with the wrong brother.
I don't think you need to, honestly. I think he's said his piece and you've had a little cry.
No, yeah, and I will continue to cry.
Yeah, he's paused
so he's paused it.
He's an
He's
fallen off.
Yeah, Josh just cooked you again. That's literally exactly what happened. He said what he had to say, and then he just dipped out of there. Meanwhile, you're here as a 30-year-old man crying constantly for nearly a month now. Honestly, I'm not complaining. I got my third video. People are saying,
oh, see, like I said, see, he's trying to act all like, yeah, you're doing this, and multiple times you're responding to him and he's not responding back. Brother, you're doing the same thing. You see, one thing I can't stand about these critique channels or reviewers or whatever you want to call them is they kind of come across as holier than thou with this moral high ground, and sometimes it's kind of like, brother, don't act like your stuff don't stink too. I understand giving criticism and doing that, but if you're criticizing somebody for doing something that you are actually doing in real time, it kind of seems a little bit hypocritical. I don't know. It's just a little observation I've made from these kind of channels. I'm not saying that what he's doing is bad content. I'm just saying, don't criticize somebody for doing the same thing you're doing. You are making multiple videos from somebody. The same way KSI is making multiple videos and multiple tweets of somebody. So we got to be at least objective on this and kind of see the hypocrisy. And I'm reacting to your video because, you know, you're cool.
I'm starting a new 20 video saga. So, you know, you feel free, all right? But I'm just giving you genuine advice. Probably take off the adult diapers at this point. But yeah, you can tell that some of the other people probably grew up watching Dan as well. So they have to sort of like awkwardly defend him when like the quote unquote leader of the group is just on his tirade once again. It's probably really frustrating having somebody like that as the biggest person in your group, because you constantly sort of have to appease him and go with what he says just because he's like one of the bigger ones.
No. I will say this. I'll give the Sidemen credit for this. They don't like listen or go with whatever KSI says because he's KSI. Nah, as a matter of fact, they kind of ground him the most, and he said that they just don't like say we're gonna do this because KSI says it. We're not just gonna yes men KSI. As a matter of fact, we gonna humble him if he's saying some stupid stuff. Remember the video with Vic where he had to veto the whole Sidemen NFT thing? If they were truly yes men, then Vic wouldn't have had the confidence to veto that whole NFT thing that KSI, who was the person that brought it up, wanted to give out to the public. So I wouldn't say that because he's the main recognizable person that everybody else falls in line. They all feel like they're independently capable of calling them out without anything or any fracture happening within that group. So again, I got to keep it fair.
Also keep in mind, this guy's the guy shouting about legacy all the time.
I always just shout legacy.
Now he's going to be shouting DanTDM just till the day he dies. I don't think he's ever letting this go. Probably going to be at the retirement home screaming DanTDM at the nurses. Nurses are just trying to feed him his pills, but he's too busy choking on some Logan Paul or something. Anyways, we gotta move on to the most depressing place on earth, KSI's Twitter. So here we have a tweet about Kai Cenat. McDonald's just teased a collaboration with Kai Cenat by posting a photo of his setup featuring a bag of McDonald's on their social media accounts. DanTDM, where you at? This guy.
Okay, this tweet that KSI made does not make sense. DanTDM's tweet was a general tweet. Obviously, it was more directly to LunLe, but he didn't call you guys by name. But if you read the tweet, it covers this whole thing with Kai Cenat. I guess promoting McDonald's. He has a meal from McDonald's. You can still place DanTDM's tweet as a response to what Kai Cenat is doing. And he wouldn't have to make a different tweet for Kai Cenat because his tweet was a general thing, a general statement that still attacks what Kai Cenat is doing. So where saying DanTDM, where you at, doesn't really make sense because he's already addressed it. Anybody coming up as a YouTuber that's promoting something that's processed and unhealthy, you can still refer back to the original tweet. He doesn't have to make another tweet. His initial tweet already covers everything. So, again, KSI, this was a misstep from you, but he's very emotional right now that his logic is kind of going out the window. And like I said, I can understand because you feel like somebody is attacking your business and something you've probably put a lot of money into. So you don't want anybody to threaten your bottom line. So I get it.
Cannot let it go. Where you at? Clearly still in your mind, rent-free. Getting more than double ratioed. Oh my god. This is a guy with 20 million subscribers, by the way. Holy shit. Somebody said brother, and it's basically like this air hockey game where one person's doing nothing and winning. I assume this is DanTDM. Oh, Dan made one post. Let it rest, bro. This is the lowest I've seen you go. Brother, let it go. You're embarrassing yourself. Then he tweeted about TikTokers just memeing on his new dog shit song. This song is so ass, bro. Then we have a tweet of him promoting his new music video. Not gonna play this because he might have a crybaby meltdown and copyright it or something. Basically, people are ratioing his song as well. Bello, please delete this. We got Bob the Minion. This is the worst song I've heard in my entire life. Disney ass music. This shit is fire. Please extinguish it fast. Now, if we actually
He's getting cooked.
We go to the music video on YouTube here. Let's take a look at the comments. Honestly impressive how bro managed to make his entire community turn against him in a week. The hate here is Instagram Reels level. That is like over 9,000. Honestly, if it had a different beat, different melody, different lyrics, different sound effects, different artist, different theme, different message, and a different genre, it could have gone hard.
Dang, his fans are really turning on him. Yo, y'all didn't tell me like DanTDM had this much pull, but geez, people are really coming at his head top. And one thing KSI don't play with, one thing that gets him the most sensitive is his music. Because he, in general, I think he does very well with taking criticism. Well, that's from his fans, but not criticism from, you know, people of notoriety, but his music, if you're a fan or you're a person of notoriety, I think he really takes that sensitively, and he really takes that personally. But yo, his fans have switched up on him.
Hard. Never laughed so hard reading through a comment section in a minute. My parents heard me listening to this. Now they're planning to. My parents heard me listening to this. Now they're planning to take me to a psychiatric hospital. Thank you, KSI. I'm gonna play the song at a party when I want everyone to leave. Don't let the PE teachers find this one. This song didn't release. The song escaped. Sick of it. Sick of it. Not even Trippy Red could save this absolute Disney villain ass of a song. Okay, genuine thoughts on the song. I went and actually listened to it on YouTube. I know. The things I do for you guys. You gotta smash the like button at that point, man. And honestly,
yeah, smash the like button on this video as well. And I have not heard the song, so I can't make a informed opinion on if the song is good or not. So, yeah.
it's mid. All right. I personally wouldn't listen to it. It's not really my style. But I think for the KSI standard, it's probably decent. But I don't think this is getting like a #1 or anything. I genuinely think some of his previous songs were
Holiday was a good song. I messed with it. It was a good song.
Now, of course, we got to move on to the podcast with KSI, Logan Paul, and Mr. Beast. And it starts off immediately with Logan calling people dumb, which is the most ironic thing he's ever said in his life.
I don't even want to say. It's so stupid, dude.
Yeah,
people are so dumb. As much as I believe.
See Mr. Beast's face, he's like, ooh, I don't know about all of that. We trying to sell it to people. You calling people dumb. Look at his face. He's like, what are you talking about? Shut up.
Even people in like the up and coming generations and the world, and I hope we're headed in the right spot. It never ceases to amaze me how dumb people are.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised with LunLe. We'll get a few dumb people on X, etc., being like, oh my god, they're trying to poison the kids now.
Damn, his head actually got so big that he predicted the future. Also, is it just me, or is that bandana expanding? I swear it's like double the size now.
Okay, so it clearly looks like More Pegasus has he has a little gripe with KSI because you are taking shots at him. And I'm like, yo, this is not a critique video. You are roasting the dude and also critiquing his actions. Like, what did he do to you? Come on, man. Why are you taking shots at old boy? He ain't do nothing to you, man. Are you a DanTDM fan? Is that what it is? Or are you just like personally like... or you just personally have this vendetta against KSI? Come on, man. I understand what he's doing is like the truest form of capitalism, which I have no problem with. Look, if there's demand for the product, there's demand for the product. I don't think what he's doing by presenting the product to the market is a bad thing. If your product is successful, that means there's demand for it. Now, I understand about ethics. Would you think that this is ethically a good thing to sell processed stuff? No, I don't believe that. But again, we can only go by what the market wants, and the market, if this is successful, the market has demanded it. So, I mean, it is what it is.
God have mercy if he has kids, man. Anyways, Logan calling anyone dumb is just hilarious. This guy filmed a dead body and uploaded it to YouTube and...
Yeah, they're not going to let him live that down. And no matter how many times he's apologized, they're not going to let him live that down. So he might need to choose his words carefully. So, yeah, kid. So, Logan, sorry. I think it's a tired thing at this point that he apologized. Y'all should let it go. But the internet is forever. And I think he's probably come to gripes with that, and he's moved on from it, and he's just living his life, but people just don't want to let that slide. There's no growth without leaving what's in the past in the past.
Started laughing and thought that everybody would love it. Brother, that is the dumbest shit anyone has ever done. Anyways, this next part really just shows like how out of touch these people are. Basically, Mr. Beast in a previous podcast, somebody asked him about if he'll ever have kids or settle down, and he's just like, well, not really. It's not any beneficial to me. I guess Elon has kids and he's pretty productive, so maybe I'll have kids or something. So basically like, oh, this guy's a billionaire, he has kids, so I guess I'll have kids too. It's like completely brain...
Talk about your priorities of wanting to have kids because billionaires have kids. That's, I don't know. That's a tough one. You should want to have kids because, first of all, again, I know not everybody's Christian, but me as a Christian, we know we're put on this earth to procreate and to multiply within the confines of a marriage, obviously. So that's why you would want to have kids. And you want to be ready and you want to be, in a space where you can take care of your kids and you can do right by them and raise them properly. That's my reasons for wanting to have a kid, not because of billionaires wanting to have kids. That's kind of upside down. And yeah.
Dead like AI robot thinking, dude. Kids are not like a tool to be used.
There's a podcast I did years ago where someone asked me if I'd ever have kids, and I gave the most cringe answer on the face of the universe, where I was like, you know, Elon and Bill Gates have kids, so maybe I'll have kids. And I got clowned on so hard.
Why?
At least he realizes that was a cringe answer. So okay, growth, people.
Is that a clown thing?
Because people are like, why would you have a kid just because? Bill Gates? I mean, that is a stupid answer. I don't try to defend my answer.
No, it's a stupid answer.
It is literally the dumbest answer.
Because another human being has kids.
If they're examples or role models and you want to emulate their life, who cares?
That's not why he wanted to have kids. He thought because these guys are doing it, he thinks he should do it as well. It's like you're following a trend.
But it inspire you.
Of course, but you know, a kid is much more than just a thing you do because of two random people.
No, I disagree. I think two smart people you named are doing something that you may have.
Yeah, but you should have kids because you want to, you know, nurture them and you want to invest in them and you want to.
Yeah, don't even bother explaining this to Logan. The first thing Logan did when his child was born was use them as a promotion for his absolutely dog shit product. I swear, Nina.
That is crazy. But to be fair, his business is going to be passed down to his child. So he's just trying to get him ready for the family business. That's what he's trying to do.
Should have divorced you on the spot. That was absolutely crazy and pretty much just shows where your priority lies. I wouldn't be surprised if Logan just had this kid for the purposes of a family channel or social media or because he saw some other rich guy have a kid. Like complete sociopaths. Now, after this, Logan cries about getting canceled on Twitter a couple months back because a video went viral where it looked like Logan threw his dog off the boat for...
Okay, I'm done with this video. I don't think this has anything to do with LunLe anymore. He's just going on a free-for-all, taking shots at Mr. Beast, KSI, and Logan Paul. And yeah, I'll say, okay, have fun with that, buddy. What do you guys think of the video? Do you guys think that KSI should just take the L and just admit that he's doing too much? Or do you think that whatever he's doing right now, like constantly going on this tirade of antagonizing DanTDM, and to be fair, DanTDM did start it with the tweet, but do you think this constant like heat that that KSI is giving DanTDM, do you think that's fair, or should he just chill? I don't know. I'm interested in what you guys think, so let me know in the comment section, and we all have salvation. It's just upon you if you want to redeem it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.